Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Uncle, over here. We are going.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On third down, they go Montgomery. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. 58. Here we go going. Line left.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
fine. Yeah. Kelly. Don't let Kelly.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
His pass caught with the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Goff on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Looking left side him, he's got a man. It's Adams. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from one. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rodgers going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top, as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Montgomery on the counter. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yard.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Orange, orange, orange.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got number 18. I got you at 11. 11.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go. DC.
Again, Goff. Throw left side, complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, second and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Steps away to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right. Way up. Next one. All right. That's fine, yeah.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Yo, hey, let's go. Come on. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On second down, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw on second down is Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And an alley to run. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Out of the gun. Gone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams